Okay. All right. So welcome, guys. We are colleagues here. So nobody's a mentor, nobody's a master, nobody's a student. We are all colleagues here, except that sometimes others may have understood something better or earlier. So we are ready to also share that. You know, in trade, if you want to move from one place to another, one spot to another spot, what it means is that if you want to move from this spot to this spot, certainly if you start from here, you can decide to go this way, all the way, this way, all the way to the place. You can decide to move this way, all the way to this place. And you can also just move from here to here. And equally just go straight from here to here. So if this is one, this is one, this is two, this one is three, and then this one is four. Which one do you think is shorter to move from A to B? Certainly, even certainly is number two. Fine. So it means that in all these cases, you want to look for direction from A to B. We've been doing directions, and it is so ambiguous because direction has to do with the time frame with which you are also using. So if somebody is a swing trader, we'll be using the monthly charts, the 6 months charts or yearly for his direction. If somebody wants to be trading on maybe weekly basis, just kind of trade within the week, he'll be looking for the monthly direction, the weekly direction, then he can trade on his weekly. If somebody wants to be a day trader, certainly you're going to be using half yearly and the monthly to get that direction. Because if you use that, there are pullbacks within it that is even so much for you. And if you now want to do, let's say, session trading, meaning that within the landing session, so it means that you can equally just use the H4 or the daily direction. So meaning that if you want to do direction, it would depend on one, the strategy you are using, and then the time frame. People must understand that trading a particular strategy will determine the time frame to use. SNR generally works best on higher time frame, not lower time frame. Bystra works best on higher time frame, not lower time frame. The liquidity method, it's even better with a lower time frame than the other methods. But what it also means is that if you are using the lower time frame, it also has its advantages and disadvantages. You get many trades, but then you'll get a lot of stop losses too, SLs. But then what it then means is that you have to manage it by using what you call your risk management. And your consistent way of trading. So the direction we are going to look out for today is what I was using, and I still use it, except that this time when I come, I just observe with my eye and don't necessarily have to draw it. So we'll look at one aspect of the direction today. Then along the line, when we are to do the SLP, we'll look at another aspect. And in fact, with that one, we might do the SLP first before I'll look at the direction for it. Because you would have to understand something to use it and look out for that direction. But with this one, we are just trying to look at two things. One, you have a level, which we know already, you guys, maybe weekly. And then you have another level. There are fresh levels, another weekly level. And what do we say? To get the direction, when price comes, then mitigates it, then goes up to break one time frame lower, it breaks it. Then you say, oh, storyline has started and all those things. I'm just combining storyline and direction. Storyline has started. Then it goes up, comes to mitigate, and then keeps going. Oh, you are now getting your direction. It is moving. But the start of the storyline is what will help you get the direction. So without a level, a point, a POI, I saying a POI, or let's say a level yet, without a level, it's difficult to get direction. Without a POI, it's difficult to get direction. That is what I want us to know. So if you are not able to identify a POI, a point, an area, it's difficult to get direction. So you can only understand direction when you have at least one point, and then maybe there are other points. Then you now want to identify which other point will it go. That is price. That is where you can say, okay, direction is here. So if you want to say gold is bullish, bullish means it's moving in the upper direction. But then where is it starting from? And once it's even moving up, to what point is also important. You don't just say, oh, it's starting here and straight away it's going there. That is all for you. No. So it means that you need a point, a level. And that point must be a certain level on a particular time frame, preferably the higher time frame. I know you guys know this already. It's just to let us know, because I would want us to go straight to the charts to be looking at it. So I want you to know that in looking out for direction, especially the SNR way that we usually use, you would need a point, which is a level, because SNR deals with levels. We haven't done that yet. But then I want us to look at the direction, and then we'll come down. And that point I'm talking about is a point of interest, not just a point. It's a point of interest, an interested area. And that is where you can say direction will start from. But what are the criteria you would now want to see in there? I will now go to the charts for us to see. Guys, I want us to look at something here. All right. So like I said, we would now go straight into the chart, which is what I like to do. I don't want to come in, slightly on the higher time frame. So let me delete. Okay, I needed this. Let me use a different distance for us to see. How about this one? Yes, okay, fine. I'll use this. So when I come to the daily. Guys, let's observe very well. I come to the daily. Please, for now, forget about other things you know. There are some strategies will come and then we are using what? The candle and whatever. But there are some strategies you come and then you are using what? Levels. You are using levels. Then you call some fresh levels and some non-fresh levels. So for now, we are going to use the levels. So let's watch something here. To look out for the direction for that day, I'm a day trader. And I believe you guys are equally day traders. But let's look at this and you can replicate this through other methods. So you want to trade within the day, but you want to have an idea of what the daily candle you are doing. So let's assume we have woken up at 6 a.m. or even 5 a.m. and you want to trade. You can't just come and start buying and selling. It's good to have an idea. What did the previous day's candle do? What did it do? Once you have that idea, then it will give you an idea of what to do today. This one, it didn't get to it. If I take it to this, it got to it. Please ignore this particular one for the meantime. Ignore this. So if I put this, it has rejected it. So that is what you are trying to look out for. Another thing is that, oh, okay, if I want to take it here, oh, then it has broken it. But that's too far. But the question is, even if I put it here, and you say it has broken it, hasn't it broken it again? It has. So I'm now trying to let you know, if I put it here, where I put it previously here, it has rejected it. Now, if I decide to come up the line of it again from here, I'm still taking it up to C, to the left of it. So you'll be looking at the left of my cursor, those dotted lines. I'm trying to identify, is there any other level closer to it that it might have rejected or broken? But if you watch critically, there's no level there apart from going too far. So you're trying to see the closest. The closest to is around here. I get you. This is the closest you can find. Of course, if you change the line chart, you can see here and here. This is the closest for now you can see. So let's go back. So you can see it has closed above it. Is that not it? It rejected this level and closed above this one in bullish direction. So what do you do? I also now want to see the top part of it as well. I've taken the bottom part, the top part. As for the middle one, I'm only adding it. But I'm just looking at the bottom part. It can sometimes be here. It can be here. Or it can even be here. That's why I told you it's ambiguous. So you can pick another chart and it will be different. I get it. Now, you now come to the top part again of that previous day's candle. So I'm looking at it. This is the top part of the week. Then I look to the left. Is there a place, another level it has rejected? That is here. Then you start taking it down. I'm using the A and V. Sometimes we can use the gap if it is on the daily and weekly. If it is the daily and weekly, you can use the A level, the V levels, and the gap levels. Yes. And if it is on the lower time frame, it's better to leave the gap, the open close levels. You are intermediate guys, so I'm not here to be teaching you what gap means and what V means. So let's proceed. So if you come here, you put it there. What you are trying to identify is that what did this candle do? What level did it break? If I put it here, that is just at the tip of it. If I zoom it out, it might not have even reached it. So this one still suffices for the top part. So it means that if I'm taking it up here, even if I'm able to bring it here, this is a gap level. It broke it, broke it, broke it. They started respecting it, respected it, broke it, and then broke it again. Look at it. Look at it. It has broken it with something small on top of it. So what is it telling me? It has rejected this daily level and then this one again. So I'm just trying to say today you have now, then what do? You place your, what do you call it? Vertical line on today's candle and another vertical line on yesterday's candle. Two vertical lines, still on the daily chart. I want to have an idea of the direction and how I will trade. So I'll be able to get this daily level, which rejected, then this daily level. Then when I came onto the chart, this one had closed. The only issue is that you don't wake up exactly 1 a.m. to see it as just closed and you can get an entry. Most of the time, by the time we would have woken up, probably this candle would have gone a bit further. And I'm sure if you guys were following our charts well, you'll notice that there were periods when as early as 6 a.m., 5 a.m., we've gotten some entries. 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 4 a.m. And if we happen not to have slept early, that means that we'll be able to catch something from here. Now, after drawing this two vertical lines, after drawing these two vertical lines, you now switch to, now listen, either H4, but as a day trader, I switch to H1. H1. Guys, so I switch to H1. So once I switch to H1, so it means that This was yesterday. This is today. So this is what I was drawing to see. So once you draw this, you now come and then look out for something. One, you are now on the H1. It means you now want to look for entries. So please get me well here. You now want to look for entries. This one has happened already. This was yesterday from 12, let's say candle closed at 10 p.m. to maybe 10 p.m. That's yesterday's movement. I hope you are getting me. If it was a previous day that you did this, you would have been looking at yesterday, this one, to take trades from here, which we took. But today, that you have now come onto the chart is somewhere around here. Yesterday, this is what happened. So what do you do? So once this is H1, you are now looking for a level within yesterday that has been broken by today. I hope you are with me. You are now looking for a level. This is a level here. Is that not yesterday's level? For now, I'm not talking of high level or low level. Please, when we are doing a session, just focus exactly on what we are saying. It is purely on daily direction and trying to look for the H1 to confirm it. Daily and to look for something on H1 to confirm. So let's assume that I was awake and around, let's say 11 p.m. or 1 a.m. I get me. I was awake and then this happened. This is a level. Take it to the line chart. It's a level that has been broken. Once it has been broken, price will certainly pull back. This is a breakout. It will pull back into it, the level, and then it will fly. Of course, most of the time it will fly when there's that momentum. If there's no momentum, it can come back and do shakara here before it will go. Let me take you to 45 and we'll see something, whether it is a bit clearer. Then 30 minutes. No. But what I want to know is that once it has broken this level, the H1 has also now confirmed your daily lesson that we saw initially. Guys, look at it. See, daily broke daily level. This daily, it broke is the daily level and closed above. It is only giving you an idea, but not an entry. Only an idea. Okay, daily has broken daily. Oh, okay. So it means that you are expecting the next candle. It's an expectation. A greater percentage of that expectation is that it should also go bullish. Within the day, it's within the day. It doesn't mean for the week, but within the day. Please, we are now on the H1, this level. Then you would have been waiting to look for, pullbacks. It had, assume it had now come to break it this way. It has broken that H1 level. It is now confirming your direction. So you now wait for pullback too. So what are we doing? We are first of all using your daily candle to see whether it broke a level or rejected a level. But in this case, you are looking at the most recent. Why? Look at the daily here that we did. It rejected this level as well. So one could have been looking for buys, but you were not there. But this is the most recent breakout. Are you getting me? So if it had rejected this level, meaning that this buy candle had closed below it, it means it is giving an idea of a sell within the day. But what do? You now switch to your H1 to confirm that idea. And if the H1 now gives you that breakout and it is pulling back, then you can sell. If it doesn't give you the breakout and it is giving you breakout above and it is pulling back, then you do your buy. But that buy or sell, please let it be in line with this either breakout or rejection. In this particular instance, it broke out above, that's bullish breakout. So if it gave bullish breakout, what does it mean? It means that the bias or the intention, let me use the word intention, is to buy. But then you now need to confirm that intention by doing what? Going to the H1. You don't need to delay with this one. I'm delaying here for us to grasp it. No, but when you come there, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, you should be able to get this done. And then two, I'm looking at our time frames. A Ghanaian is on, we're on the same time frame. Somebody from Nigeria, 1 hour ahead, and then what do you call it? South Africa, 2 hours ahead. So they are 2 hours ahead. So depending on your chart and then whatever, that is what we do when the market has closed and then when it has opened. So you are using your daily candle. Sometimes you may get slight variations because of on this line, because of the broker you may be using. You may get slight variations. So please, on this one, it broke the H1 level. I have it, I've labeled them, so I have them the H1. Let me zoom it up and big. After breaking, what did you do? It broke out. Then what did you do? If you were awake, especially the Asian session these days with gold, it likes to take a direction so well. After a breakout, what did you do? Papam, it is still buying. I get it. We have not done the entry. Don't worry, we'll do the entries. How you will then take the trade. We're only looking at the direction. We're just looking at the direction. So it is in this instance where when it now pulls back, then you can use the CC things that we are yet to look out. But some will just come to the chart already from here. Then they start looking for CC. You will see CC buy, CC sell, CC buy, CC sell, CC buy, and you just be hitting losses. No, you would have to do some preliminary work like we have just done. After doing that, then it confirms your direction. Daily did something which we have seen. H1 has also just done something, or let's say it has also done something. We're assuming we're at the charts around the time it broke out. Then when it comes back, you can either take direct, that is just the direct SNR, as we know, or you now implement your CC methods. You now implement, you can now see it. You can now see. There's a breakout, A level, breakout, CC plus entry. I getting that is I've now come to one time frame lower than the H1. So it is when you have now had your daily bias like we have done, intention, then the H1 has given you or confirmed what the daily is saying, then you can execute using the CC, which we'll be looking at. Which we'll be looking at. So I want you to know this is how usually one looks at it. If you are using the SNR and even the CC, yes, what do you do? We say that you get a H4 level or daily level, another daily level. Then what do? You wait for H4 when price comes this way, gets there. You wait for breakout first to confirm. Then when it pulls back, you enter. When it pulls back, you enter. And then you keep on all the way down to the next level. What we have learned through the SNR, break out again, then you pull back, then you enter again. Then you keep on going. You don't have a way. I'm talking of on the time frames. So this entry was the today's candle that opened. So I want you to know that lately, some members on the platform, including myself, you notice me, I don't want to be mentioning names here, and some members on the platform. There are periods when you see us late, still staying late and people, are you not sleeping? Because we've probably seen something and we are waiting for a confirmation so that we can, excuse me, sorry, so that we are waiting for confirmation so that we can execute. Please, this is one thing. We have about 4 minutes for this session to end. If it ends, we will join again in 5 minutes. Then I will now come to the entry on this strategy. The entry, if it now comes back, how you then enter it. Okay. So when you are able to now get the daily and then the H1 does this for you, then it pulls back, you can take your entry. Here, some will use H4. H4. But H4 means that you probably will not even have gotten a trade yet. I get it. You probably will not have gotten a trade yet. And mostly daily goes more with H1. Daily, it goes well with H1. And then weekly goes more with H4. Weekly goes more with H4. So if you're able to do this for your daily, to have an idea of the previous day, and then you are able to get that, then you switch to the H1, and then you will then look for your breakout. I'll prefer H1, H4 breakout than M30 below breakout. If you have now got to your H1 breakout and you are now waiting for pullback to enter, you can now decide. Once this H1 has given you the breakout level, this one, this here, it has given you here. It has given you. You can now decide to wait or shift to your lower time frame, even up to M15. M15 to look for your entries. See, A level, CC, breakout, X, then entry. So you see. So what it means is that if it is the dawn, that dawn thing we've been doing after market has opened the 12 a.m. kind of thing, thereabouts, when market comes back again, what we do is that we come to the 15-minute after we have seen this breakout. In fact, I am telling you, I prefer the H1, but a few people who've thought they are using only this, and they do only they come to 15 minutes, even sometimes as low as 5 minutes. They are not even on trading view. They're just using their MT5. They are holding their phone. They sleep around 6, 7 p.m. Wake up at 11, 12. Then they are monitoring. They're able to catch a trade here. But most of the time, these trades move direct this way. Hardly will you see it. Hardly will you see it doing like this and like this and like this and like this and like this. No. Most of the time, these trades go this way. When they come on, okay, oh no, I'm on this. Most of the time, this is what they do. They would rather go like this, do the breakout. Then when they'll just tap in, they don't want to come in, they'll just tap in, and then see them go in. This is what they do. Okay. So that is where sometimes you can get more into. So you can imagine from here. Look at this gap level entry there. I get me. Then it went. Breakout. This one, it didn't get to it. But if you were using the whole candle, previous knowledge, whole candle, you would have tapped in another entry here. And then it will go. So, but this is on what? The 15 minute. Guys, the